Blog Talk Radio.
Episode of Endie Fiya right here with your girl Nakia. Y'all, I am so excited tonight. Let me tell you why. For one, it's the last show of the year. I know somebody's sitting on their couch right now like, what? Wait a minute. Yeah, what she talking about? It's like the middle of November. We got a whole month. I know, but y'all got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Like, first of all, you know that next week we start the whole voting process, right? And this is our first year that we are allowing. That sounds so bad to say allowing, right? We are incorporating, our listening audience, our fans, our followers, our supporters. Everybody's going to have a part. There we go. Everybody's going to have a part in our voting process this year for the third annual Endie Fiya Radio Awards show. And so in order for all of this to take place, we have, what's called like that voting, no, it's not. It's not the window of opportunity. It's, what's the right words? It's the calendar. It's it's an actual, I don't have my notes in front of me. I'm winging it tonight. It's the voting. Dang, y'all, I'm all over the place tonight. All right, so you have a period, right, where you that's kind of funny. You have a time frame, we have a time frame where that the voting process or the time frame that we're going to use to be able to have our listening audience be able to vote for each guest in each category, if I'm making any sense at all. Y'all know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say, right? Just follow along. All right. So our voting period, runs from, there we go. But look, by his sister's holding up sides. Our voting period runs from, there we go, from the end of November until the beginning of December. Yeah. Something like that. Look, you know what? If you need to read the rules and the regulations, it'll all be printed in there, and you'll be able to pretty much know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so that date, the time frames is what I'm trying to say. All of that will begin next week when the actual voting of the nominees and all that stuff, when all that takes place. Okay, you can tell this isn't my forte, what I'm talking about now. All right, so all of that starts next week, which means we have to cut off our guests, our shows. We got to cut them off. So nobody else can be eligible to be a nominee. Like, we can't have December shows. You can't be a nominee because we have to cut dates. So let's get cut dates. That make sense? Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to read it all out. I got to read it all out so that you know what I'm talking about. Of the political side of the nomination process, all of that. Okay, I'll have to read it all out so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, nominations will go out next week. You'll be able to vote next week for your favorite guest and all of the categories. I don't have those in front of me either, but best male R&B artist and best female pop artist and best male author and best female author and author of the year and you know, 27 different categories that we have. Yeah, yeah. So I'm super excited about that because, again, this is our first year that our listening audience, our fans, followers, supporters, you all will have the opportunity to just be involved in all of that. So, again, I'm super excited. So last show of the year, yeah. You guys been doing good? Other than that, you guys been doing good? Yeah? Yeah, me too. I've been staying busy, hella busy, hella busy. But I don't have any major announcements tonight. You know, last show of the year. I just want to keep throwing that in. And for the last show of the year, I'm super excited. I have been reminiscing this week. I've been seeing a lot of, Facebook has, Facebook memories, and then guests, they send you, if they were on the show this time last year, they send you the memory, or, they send you something. And so I've had a lot of, and I gave a shout out to some of the male guests earlier this week because they have just been just really encouraging this week, just out of the blue, just inspiring, and uplifting. They check on me regularly, and I wanted to just shout them out on air because they've always been just very just a huge part of Endie Fiya. They come up with all types of ideas, and you may not know, but a lot of the ideas that I throw out at you, it's from a lot of our past guests, and so the guys, they're always there with ideas, wonderful thoughts, and I wanted to also on air just be able to shout out the women who back these men in their careers as well, because they're a huge part of their careers. So shout out to those men. I don't want to start calling names because there's so many of you guys, but again, just thank you so much for always encouraging me, inspiring me, motivating me, whether it's through a quick message, an email, what I'm saying, a meme, something funny that you say throughout the day. You really have brightened my day over the course of this pandemic, as well as throughout the past 4 seasons. But this month has been really hard because I've lost a lot of people that have been dear to me. And I had a guest who was on the show this month. As a matter of fact, the 14th of this month, I had a guest on the show, and he was very, very dear to me. He passed away back in September, and I saw a lot of memories that came across Facebook and that people shared, and that his name was attached to it. And every time I saw these, it hurt. It hurt. It hurt really bad. And so, again, like I said, the men have just really touched my lives and touched my life in so many different ways. And my guest this evening is it's no different with him. We had the opportunity to chop it up with this guest 2 years ago. And again, it was in November. I was searching earlier trying to figure out when did we have him on the show. I thought maybe it was last year, but we got new music last year is what it was. But we had him on the show back in November, where's my notes? November 8th, 2018 is when he was on the show for the first time. A phenomenal guy. When I first met him, looking at him, which was funny, people do that, we do that. We look at artists and we think, wow, they're not when you see an artist and they don't look the part of your typical rap or hip hop artist, they have their own unique style that sets them apart. That kind of draws me in to an artist. And when you hear them and their sound sets them apart, that draws me in even more. And that's what I like so much about him. I'm talking about Royale Diamond. He was born and raised in the Dirty South, the Carolina native. Again, Royale Diamond is an ever-evolving artist with a foundation based on making good quality frequencies to entertain and also educate fans. Royale began writing poems around the age of 10. Soon after, his mother would create a group with him and older sister where they would record one demo tape. After his sister made the intellectual decision to focus on her studies as a college freshman in BA around the age of 13, Royale started off his solo career as an emerging artist, songwriter, and producer. say age 13? Yeah, I must have missed that previously. During the many years and different stages of perfecting his craft, Royal came to the realization that great music is great music no matter what it sounds like. Certainly on a mission to prove that an artist can be versatile and create multiple vibes for their listeners to vibe out to. Unlike many artists push mainstream instead of remaining singular sounding, Royal has developed a sturdy, think outside of the box mentality with creating his art. It's safe to assume that Royal is and will grow even more to be a breath of fresh air to music lovers all across the world. Endie Fiya listening audience. Oh, y'all just rude. Y'all rude as hell. You know what? Okay, all right. Okay, y'all got me today. Y'all got me. You got me for real. Because you know what? I clown you so much. I clown you. I always talk about, y'all who listen on a regular basis know how I always tell them, you're late. I read the bio, and then I introduce my guests, and then they're always late with the applause, right? So tonight, you want to applaud my guests before I even introduce them. Y'all just wrong on so many levels. We're going to try this again, okay? All right, here we go. Endie Fiya, listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very special guest. So welcome back, artist, songwriter, and producer, Royale Diamond. And then see what happened. Well, hold on, don't even say anything. See, y'all did it wrong because we were supposed to go into his track, right? Y'all don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. Good helpers, you better be glad it's the last show of the season because, good help is hard to find, and I say that every show. I'll replace you quick. Hey, babe, how you doing?
What's up, Nikki? What's up? How you doing?
I ain't choking on the candy no more. As you see, I'm not choking on the candy no more. Hold on, let me. Yeah, wait a minute, hold on.
I'm glad we got that out the way.
Yo, earlier I was real. I think that's why I was so, I couldn't get my thoughts together before. I was trying to talk about the voting process, and I was all over the place because I looked at the candy wrapper, and I thought, oh, my gosh, like, I swallowed, and I messed, I was really, I was over here choking on the Tootsie Roll, probably because I wasn't supposed to be eating one. It's all good.
It's all good.
So how you been?
I'm good. I'm great, actually. How have you been doing?
No complaints.
Yeah,
like, we don't talk no more. We used to talk all the time. We don't talk no more.
I know, man. I know. I've been so busy. Yeah.
He be busy.
Yeah,
I know.
Good, though. It's good, though. And what we do,
it's good.
They say that's a good thing. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Yes, let me tell you about him, y'all. I don't know if you follow him on social media or not. Facebook is the place to be to follow him because his rants on Facebook be hilarious. They be funny. I'm telling you, they be funny because he be going off on people. But the good thing about the rants are you're always going to be able to find some type of positivity. At the end of the rant, there's always going to be some type of uplifting message. And if you don't grasp the positivity out of the message, then it wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for you. If you found something wrong in what he said, then it wasn't meant for you. If he stepped on your toes, then good. You probably deserved it. But you're always going to be able to find something uplifting, motivating, inspiring out of what he says. And that's what I like about him. Like his bio says, he's completely outside of the box. His music is outside of the box. And that is what is so important, and that is what should be important about artists today, that they're not following that cookie-cutter mode, that they're not afraid to step outside of the box and be something and someone and a style that is so unique that they can say that, I have a brand, I have a style, I have a sound that is solely mine. And that is something that I like so much about him. Like I said in the beginning, something that I discovered, on site about him, that he has a look that is of his own. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. He has a look that is of his own. He has a style, a sound that is of his own. And that's what I love so much about him. Now, speaking of the look, I'm off topic just a minute. I saw some pictures of you the other day. I'm all about body positivity. And I thought that was so courageous of you and something that is so needed today. And something that you don't see a lot of men doing at all, because men are always, I'm in the gym, I got to get tight, I got to get these biceps right, you know what I'm saying? I got to be swole. but you were so transparent. You know, you talked about how, you know, you was a big boy back in the day, and all the weight that you lost, everything that you went through to lose the weight. He posted the pictures, you know what I'm saying? He talked about his progress, you know, and that is something that guys need to do, to shed light on body positivity and body shaming, you know, that because guys go through that too. Young boys go through that too. It's not about what you see on TV and in commercial and in print now. You know what I'm saying? There are body types. Females, we experience it. You know, males do as well. And so I thought that, like, I was like, big up to him for doing that, because guys just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't do that. They quick to knock a female, but guys just don't do that. What made you just put yourself out there like that? What made you do that?
Shit, my biggest thing was like just to show people. Not it wasn't the physical aspect of what I wanted. It was the mental aspect. Like I always knew like I had a vision for myself. I knew I wanted to be an artist. I knew what came with that. And since a younger age, I kind of steered from that path. So the older I got, like, I just honed in on what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And the universe put me in situations, you know what I'm saying, that just made me have to step up to the plate and basically either shit or get off the pot, for lack of better terms. So that's the best way I could put it, man. I just wanted that to be motivation to somebody else. You ain't gotta be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But if you see yourself a certain way in your mind, it's possible to be that. You feel me? Like that's just been my outlook on life for like probably the past 5 years. Like I've been trying to just be better, like the best in me. Like that's honing on me. That's really what I've been working on. And shit, I just wanted to share that with the public, man, because I got a lot of family. I got a lot of people that, like, they don't believe in themselves. And just even with, like, weight shit, like, that shit transcends into the rest, like, other areas of your life. You feel me? Like, just believing in yourself, like, going through, like, the growing pains or the trials and tribulations of a situation. Like, all that shit is just a part of life and just a part of progress and evolution. You know what I'm saying? We halt our own progress and evolution, trying to avoid the hurdles. Like, they there to make us stronger. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my whole purpose of putting that in the atmosphere. You know, I'm pretty transparent though. Like, I really stopped giving a fuck what people think a long time ago. So that frees me up to do and say and be like really me. You know what I'm saying? At all times.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's, I deem it a bad situation to be me, because you know you can't be real. You're the real you in every situation.
Right.
Especially not at work. Like, you know, we all got lives to do. Take care of families and shit to take care of. So, you know.
So before I hop off this topic or this subject right here, because this is really nothing that I've or something that I've never really asked a male artist, because I've never really seen this type of transition before. This is always the question that I've always asked a female artist. You know, maybe a female that has always been on the heavy side, like all her life, and she's always been kind of frowned upon when it comes to, you know, booking a gig, because she doesn't have the look. She got half the package. You know what I'm saying? She got the voice. You know, she got the sales. You know, but when she shows up to a gig, she doesn't have the package that, you know, maybe the promoter thought that they were getting. So as a male artist, when you were heavier, you know, did you face any type of obstacles like that compared to what they see now?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I always heard coming up, it's an image-driven industry. And you know, I looked at that and I said, my whole take on the whole industry was on some rebel shit. Like, fuck that. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna be who I want to be, sound how I want to sound, and it's still really my take. But like, I understand, like the whole industry is on the algorithm now. You know what I'm saying? Which makes
Yeah.
the whole industry sort of like a matrix, like so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm sorry, what was your question again? I want to make sure I'm answering exactly. Like, how was the transit?
So
Like, did I experience anything like negative
yeah,
towards
what
that? Like,
obstacles? The obstacles that you faced then as a heavier artist, versus what you're able to just walk in the door now and get that you couldn't get back then.
that I did. It's number one. Number one, my performance. I noticed my performances. Um, people will look at you, and we are a very judgmental society, and that was my reason
True.
for saying, me being told it's an image-driven business. And we all know about the old school movies and shit where they have like a heavy set chick in the background, you know what I'm saying, chorus hair, beautiful woman, beautiful voice, the real voice behind it, and then I have some skinny chick in the front, you know what I'm saying, full of makeup, hair done up, and she lip syncing. You feel me? Like, it's kind of like that's still the mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still what the industry wants. Make no mistake about it. So that me doing that was just like me switching up was just me knowing how to play the game a little bit better. Like, I know as a bigger artist, like a heavier artist, heavy set, having more weight on my body. You know what I'm saying? That it would just put me in a category of an artist that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas like to compare you to a bigger artist. You know, like it's weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain too, and I want to make sure I'm explaining it the best way possible. But like, just people in general are very perceptive. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a body like Dwayne Johnson or some shit, and you just rip your shirt off, you know what I'm saying? It's different reaction from if you got a body like old school Rick Ross, and you just walk in and rip your shit off, and nobody knows you. You feel me?
Right. I got you.
That's the whole gist of what I'm trying to say. So it's not even the fact that I really care. It's just the fact that I'm trying to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And I had a vision of myself since a child, like since coming into the game, since a younger man. Like, I had a vision of how I wanted to be in the game, and it just so happened that my vision being consistently being, a heavy set artist. I wanted to have like more sex appeal. Like, I wanted to sing about different things without, you know what I'm saying, without the question, you know what I'm saying, just a chubby nigga, without being categorized as like a Ruben Studdard, no disrespect, or like a bigger artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a teddy bear nigga, like a big nigga that just sing to the females and shit. Like, that's not an issue, but it's just I'm a visual person. Like, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. Like, if I want to look like that, I can look like that. Like, it may take me time, pain, and growth, but shit, if I'm up to the task, I know I can do it. That's just my take on life in general. So, yeah, so it's been a lot. It's been a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? More receptive. Because people do look at you. They look at you and they judge you. You know what I'm saying? They judge you, and it's sad to say.
Thankfully, I'm at the point. When I came into this industry over, I don't know, it's almost been 15 years now. I gave a damn, and I'm to the point now that I don't care no more. And I'm thankful. I like the pandemic. The pandemic has made me that way. Being quarantined for 9 months has got me to the point, like, my kids looked at me. I went out one day. I only go out like once a week, and my kids looked at me when I went out last week, and I probably had on every color of the rainbow, and my kids were like, not to mention my hair is like 6 colors of the rainbow. My kids were like, Ma, for real? You going out like that? And I'm like, ooh, I don't impress nobody no more. Like, nobody. Like, I don't impress nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I'm going out. You know, but you're drawing attention to yourself. It don't matter. I don't look at nobody, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I feel about this industry now. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. You know. But you just mentioned something that you just mentioned sex appeal, and I want to jump into this first track right here. You probably know which track I'm talking about. I told you that I wanted to take our listening audience on a kind of a journey of growth of Royale Diamond tonight. I don't even remember the first track that I got from you. Probably should have started there, but I want to start with like the third track that we got from you, and I want to go from there. You know, because for us, we talked about growth these past 9 months since March, and how important it has been for artists to not allow this period of downtime to just be, you know, a moment of, you know, relaxation, or, you know, a moment of just despair, or a moment of I don't know what, or, you know, just a moment of complacency, but just a period of, you know, you to be able to explore your creative side, and, you know, a period of you to find new things about yourself, and, you know, whether it's writing a book, or whether it's, you know, finding out that you can create beats. You know, you wanted to always be a producer, and now you producing, and, you know, or whether you always wanted to write songs, and now you're writing, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it may be, you should not have allowed this period to just be, you know, be lax. And so somebody may have written a song back in January, and they sit back and listen to it now, and they wrote a song in April, wrote another song in August, and they sit back and listen, and they shouldn't hear. Nothing should sound the same at this point. They should be able to hear growth in themselves. And so that's what I want us to be able to sit back tonight and listen to Royale Diamond and just be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Wow, that was him last year, and wow, that was him last month. You know what I'm saying? And we want to be able to hear growth in this artist, right? And if we can't hear the growth, then he ain't doing something right, right? And if he can't hear the growth in himself, which I know that's not what we're going to be able to hear, but I know that he sees the growth in himself as a man. He sees the growth in himself as an artist, and he also hears the growth in himself as an artist. And we, you know, as a listening audience, we also want to be able to see that and hear that as well. This right here it has to be my favorite track by him. It's in rotation. I want to say at least every other day. That's how much I love this song. But we want you to talk about it just a little bit, the creative processes behind a little bit. What was going through your mind when you wrote that?
No bit. Oh man, that was shout out to producer. Oh man, I ain't know you was gonna pull up that one from the files. That's that was produced by my dog Hits by Jude. Shout out to him, man. That nigga had like 800. Now I might be exaggerating. That nigga had hundreds of beats though, man. And I was just going through them, and he had this like SWV time somebody like old school type beat. You know what I'm saying? That shit got to playing, and like a nigga just took a time lapse to another time period. I don't know how that shit. I really don't know like where that shit came from, but I just like the music. The nigga made the beat so raw. Like it's by Jude did his thing on them keys so raw. Like by the time I had got to it, like the beat was telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? The beat was telling the story. I just had to add in like some of my own life experiences into the shit. Like this, you know, a few times I may have been a little outgoing in the world, you know, experiencing life just like a lot of people do. So that's the story behind that one, man. That's a great beat that came along at a great like the right time when my all my creative and mental processes on point to be able to just hear that beat and do what I did to it, man, and bring in those situations and ideas and, you know, experience really the relatability of that shit. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people, some people have actually been through situations like a little bit with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and kicking it off and the mysteriousness behind it, like the mystery of everything, just the experience and shit. Like it's just a vibe, like for real. So I feel like I succeeded in creating that vibe and a little bit.
I think he most definitely did. All right, guys, this is it. Royale Diamond, a little bit.
Crazy for this one,
I made it a little bit last night. I fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night. I don't know if that's right. I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night. I couldn't waste no time. Got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night. And we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit, must admit she the shit, so I had to bow down on sorry. So you ain't got a man, he got lost in the sauce on his journey, on his path for your ride. So bring it here to me, let me make you lose your mind. You feeding for it, I feel the void. We can't ignore it, we can't ignore, we can't ignore. Just let me pour it, yeah, more and more. I don't know where it's going, we won't know till the morning, yeah. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night, I let her my ride, yeah, like she was mine. She could've got off on a nigga, set me up for the you know what on the side. But Phyllis, when I saw what you is, who you are, just gotta have this, got this one time. You ain't gotta be mine, it's your life. You the shit, so fuck it up all night. You fiending for it, I feel the void. We can't ignore it, we can't ignore, we can't ignore. Just let me pour it, yeah, more and more. I don't know where it's going, we won't know till the morning, yeah. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. Then I don't even remember your name. Oh my God, it's a shame. Wish I could get you back in my place for another taste, yeah. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. I made it a little bit last night and we fucked all night, made love all night. I made it a little bit last night, I don't know if that's right, I let her my ride. I made it a little bit last night, I couldn't waste no time, got down, she was fine. I made it a little bit that almost made me lose my mind. Feeding for it, I feel the void. We can't ignore, we can't ignore, we can't ignore. Just let me pour it, yeah, more and more. I don't know where it's going, we won't know till the morning, yeah.
Now you remember? Yeah, I know. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nakia and my very special guest, artist, songwriter, and producer Royale Diamond, and that right there was a little bit. Hey, y'all had amnesia for a minute, right? Siobhan is over there like, oh my God, that's who sing that? That's who? Yeah. See, you flashbacking now? See, I got that. Yes. Hey, y'all like that? I love that. That's like my favorite song by him. Like I love that. Like I remember when I first got that, and I was like, oh my God, he did that. Like, and I think that was in our Valentine's Day show that year, like in the following year also. Yeah, that and it'll be in the Valentine's Day this coming year too. Yeah, that song right there. Yeah, that song get people in trouble right there. Yeah. Woo! All right, so how would you describe your musical style? I'm over here choking on that now. Sorry.
Oh, Lord. No comment.
It's the candy. My bad. It's the candy.
Okay. All right. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I can't see. This ain't FaceTime. I can't see. My musical style, it's freestyle, man. Like I don't freestyle. Let me not lie. I don't write, but like I really don't got like I could say I got a style and try to rationalize this shit, but I don't even know no more. Like I just do what come to me. Like so sometimes I hear shit and it's just like an automatic autopilot process. Like that little bit was one of it. I don't know if you could tell by listening to it, but it was just the vibe all the way through. It was just like thumbs moving on the iPhone, headphones, head bobbing. Like that was the writing process for that. You know what I'm saying? Like probably sitting outside, you know what I'm saying? Or probably, you know what I'm saying, sitting to a desk or in the whip. I don't even remember where I wrote that shit. I just know it was just the whole vibe, the whole song. And I took it to the studio like the next week, recorded it, probably sent it to you like that night. If not that night, probably the next day. But like that's just one, you know, and that's just one process. You know, sometimes it takes 2-3 weeks to write one song because I got to come back and forth to it. You know, got to get the right vibe, and it might be it might be like a trap beat. It's not no R&B shit whatsoever. It's just whatever the fuck I feel. Like I can't even really describe the style. Like I don't even know. I figured I let everybody else do that shit. You know, to make good music. That's my intention. As long as this shit's on fire, I'm satisfied. I can call it whatever.
You always seem like such a competent artist. You know, you take so much time to make sure. Like, I want you to put out music. Like I want new music, like all the time. Like, send me something new, like all the time. But you always make sure that your music is, and I respect this from you though. You always make sure that your music is, it comes out when you're ready for it to come out, when it is right, when it sounds right. When I won't say that it's perfect, but when you have perfected it, when you know, and I respect that about you. But when it comes to performing your music, you know, do you put that much effort into your performances as well? I mean, I know right now we have COVID that's going on, but when you were able to perform, you know, did you put that much effort into your performances as well?
Yeah. That's kind of like one of my gifts, one of my curses. Like I'm extremely hard on myself. Like that's just something that I do. I'm extremely hard on myself. So all the time I'm constantly. I'm trying to do better. Like I'm trying to do better no matter what. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to sound better. I'm trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole take on it.
a musician or as an artist, as a producer, how do you feel that you can better yourself? What steps are you taking to better yourself?
Working every day. Working every day, like you mentioned with the shows. Like when I do have shows, like the last show I had, I made sure that I knew what I was gonna do a week ahead, because I knew about the show prior to. So I made sure that I practiced my material, just period. Like practice my material, figure out my breaths, like my in between when I would breathe, so I could, give a good verse. Like just making sure I'm A1 with it, as A1 as I could be, at the level I'm at. You feel me? So I can get to the next level. Like that's my whole thing. Like just leveling up. Like that's really all I see myself doing. Like it's leveling up. It's not like in a cocky way. It's just something that I'm working for. Something like a goal. Something I'm working towards that I really want for myself. And I think that shows sometimes. That's why I don't like to speak on it a lot. I'd rather put the work in, let the work, let it speak for itself.
Yeah, let the work speak for itself. I feel you.
For sure.
I feel you. All right, I want to jump into the next track. I want you to talk about it just a little bit, the creative process behind Loading.
Okay, yeah. Loading was one of them songs like when you know how you just be at a point where you just like no matter what I gotta do this thing I set my mind on. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what it takes, like this shit gotta get accomplished, it gotta get done. It don't matter who I gotta leave behind for it or who don't understand what I'm doing. I just gotta do it. Like Loading came about during one of them time periods mentally for me, where if you hear it in the song in the verse, I'm like, you can be who you want to be. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a message. Like I ain't tripping off of none of that shit. Like you can say what you want to me. I won't fight. You could be who you want to be. It's all right. Like for real. Like that's just the mentality. Like let's just get that out the way. Like and then we get into the rest of the shit. Like it was just one of those songs where I was just channeling a lot of feeling. Like you gotta remember the music shit started for me with poems, like writing. Like when I really started writing, it started with like poems, and I was an angry kid and getting in a lot of trouble and shit. And so I'd be in school suspension writing poems and shit in the notebook. Some shit all day. It was some crazy shit. And that's where it came from. Like I'm mad as fuck. I'm in here all day. Everybody walking around, I see niggas going to recess and shit. I'm stuck with everybody else and shit in this motherfucker. But
so that was your means of release.
Yeah, even at home I write poems, like whatever it was that I was feeling about like life in general. I think that's one of the reasons I could take it now, like and have an advantage over somebody who might have just started just to make music in general. Like, I actually started writing. Like I started writing poems, short stories, like whatever the fuck I was feeling, I put it down on paper. You know what I'm saying? And over time, I just figured out how to make it rhyme really well. Like that's all that was. At least that's how I see it.
All right, so let's get into this Royale Diamond Loading. Hope you guys enjoy.
Loading, I just made it to another level. Dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Loaded, told her, please don't make me wait forever. I gotta hop on this flight tonight, yeah. Loading, I just made it to another level. Dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Yeah, loading told her, please don't make me wait forever. Yeah, I gotta hop on this flight tonight. You can say what you wanna be, I'm on fight. Yeah, you could be who you wanna be, it's alright. Yeah, told all them niggas that I had to shine. Fucking this Roy like that bucket Eli. Shit's on my face so you can't see my eyes, so they wanna know why. Yeah, I'm focused on it, get too deep in my mind. I'm smoking on pine. No hocus pocus if I speak it's divine. I won't waste my time. Yeah, she know that ocean flow best when I deep dive. She can't even lie. Yeah, need to make it quick so I drown inside and then try to slide. Yeah, only money that's been frank on my line. Yeah, all my friends died. Yeah, coming up to get a piece of the pie. The stuff is sitting, drop my top to the sky. I'm suffering all the ass up the snakes. Now let's see you bite. Pray for uplifting next to after flight. Won't play with these niggas, my game is too tight. I upgraded my life, was to start on my grind. Loading, I just made it through another level. Dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Loaded, told her, please don't make me wait forever. I gotta hop on this flight tonight, yeah. Loaded, I just made it through another level. Yeah, dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Yeah, loaded, told her, please don't make me wait forever. Yeah, I gotta hop on this flight, yeah, tonight. I can't look up just for no one. I just cut them off when I'm so done. I'm gon' face my fears and I won't run. Ain't no turning back. Yeah, you know real when they show up. So you know what's up when they don't come. You talk like you got it, you gon' buzz. But you know that's cap, that's a rat. Get the cat, I kill that, then go rap. Cross the map, if she plugged in, if she get tapped, it's all on wax. For what you heard, I'ma only use facts. Don't know how I work, I deserve every stack. I know they gon' hate, do that shit from the back. So step for something even when on your ass. And I be like, damn. Never know, never know, never know, yeah. I took my soul, I made it go, then grabbed the whole, yeah. So I never fall, never slow, yeah. Waiting on the low, once we droppin', we on go, yeah. That hold up to control, loading, yeah. I just made it through another level. Dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Loaded, told her, please don't make me wait forever. I gotta hop on this flight tonight, yeah. Loaded, I just made it through another level. Yeah, dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel. Yeah, loaded, told her, please don't make me wait forever. Yeah, I gotta hop on this flight tonight, yeah. I just made it through another level. Dreaming that new coupe came with a flooded bezel.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Jerusalem from the Scarfella Music Group, and you on the air with the hottest station, Endie Fiya. With your host, Lil Timmy and Nakia. Right here, on the station bringing you all the hottest hip hop hits. Endie Fiya. Let's get it.
Just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and my very special guest, Royale Diamond, and that was Loading. Guys, what you think? You like Loading? I like Loading, too.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out that music video, too.
Yes,
check out,
yes.
I know you've
now,
seen
you
that
know
video, right? Yeah.
You know what happened?
Okay,
all right, so since Royale Diamond is he's the last guest of the year, that means that now some things are going to have to be changed around. Like our nominations are not finalized, but Loading does have a video, and Loading has been played tonight. So now there's a possibility that Loading's video will also be in the best video category, because that is category. All right. So
I'll stream that.
All right. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
RoyaleDiamond.com.
Yes. I can't be dropping these hints like this. Can we drop these hints? All right. So, yeah. All right. So, if you didn't become a music artist, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Shit. I don't even know, to be honest. Like music music was really one of my first things. Like while everybody else was standing up in class saying what they wanted to be, like I was standing up saying I wanted to be an artist, like a rapper, producer.
I know.
That's what I was doing.
You sound like my son. He's my youngest, is 15, and I've probably been about 2 or 3 years ago, and he was in the principal's office. He hadn't done anything bad. He just wasn't doing his work. And I got called to school, and the teacher, the principal, and the teachers was like, you are so smart. You have the potential to be a genius. You are just lazy. You just don't want to apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I know this about him. He just gets set in his ways, and it's like, I'm not here for this. I don't want to do this. Like this, right? COVID is perfect for him because he only goes to school 2 days a week, and I just have to monitor him the other 3 days and make sure he's doing his work, online. But they asked him, like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you graduate? And he was like, I want to be a rapper. Now, I ain't never seen him write a lyric, rap, nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at him like, boy, what? Ain't none of my kids about to be no rapper just because I'm in the industry. Like, boo, what are you talking about? And he was like, let me elaborate. And I'm like, okay. He was like, I want to be a music producer. Like, I want to go to school, you know what I'm saying? But I want to be like a music producer. And at the time, I was actually dating a producer. And so, he had taught him, a few things or whatever. But he was like, yeah, I want to be a music producer. And I thought, okay, that sounded a lot better because I knew he could actually go to school and actually get some, some education and actually learn some things, learn the music industry itself. And not that a rapper could not do the same thing, but it's the way he was just like, I'll be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And so now he's actually teaching himself, how to make beats. He has like 4 beats on Bandcamp. People are actually purchasing his beats, you know what I'm saying? And so he's applying himself, and the type of school that he goes to, there are kids who don't necessarily excel academically. They may excel like artistically, and so they teach them like liberal arts. So they teach them that side of the scope as well. So they have like music production classes, and one of his music theory classes is actually being taught by a Grammy award-winning artist, and so as a science teacher as well. But the fact that he's being able to be taught by someone, it's piqued his curiosity a whole lot more. And so now when he can stand up and say, I want to be a music producer, I want to be a music artist, he's a lot more confident when he stands up and, when he says it now. So now I don't knock kids. When you ask them, you want to be a rapper, and they can tell you, you know what I'm saying? They can tell you the reason why they want to be a rapper or the aspirations behind it, or can tell you they want to go to Full Sail University and get, the education behind it, or, I don't knock the kids now when they say that. Back in the day, yeah, I would have. So I get it. I understand. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your question like that. I get it, though.
No, you good. No, that's beautiful, though, because to have a vision for him to know what he wants to do and to know that just rapping ain't going to be good enough, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. Because at a young age, that's what you need. Like, honestly, if my mom would have been like, fuck you ain't finna be no rapper, I probably would have been dead or some other shit. Like, there ain't too many options, you know what I'm saying? But the music, like, really believing in myself with music and learning that I was good at it and had the ability to do it and believing I could make it, like that shit kept me on the straight and narrow in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? So I would never knock any young person, especially a young black man that has any aspiration for anything. You know what I'm saying? That they feel like they can actually do. I think that's what we need more of. Like we need more people, more parents that no matter what they choose to do, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a backing or a support system there because they're gonna do it anyway, or they're gonna find an alternative. You know what I'm saying? That might not even be
exactly
as as good as that. It might be some part of that.
Which ingredients do you think makes you special and unique as a performing artist?
Probably my ability to introspect. I say my ability to look into myself, like see myself as is, like step out of my shoes and listen to my song as somebody else may listen to it, or as the whole world or different factions of the world may see it, like see all those possibilities, while I'm making it, writing the word so that I can make sure it's as relatable to as many people as possible. Like, I think it's the science I use that sets me aside. Like, it's kind of like it's an automated process, but it took me a long time of just staying up all night till the sun came up, countless nights. It's like 12, 13, like it's crazy. It's hard to explain. I ain't gonna lie.
But I get
hard
it.
to explain.
I get it.
I think it's the like the transparency and the introspection that I do, on myself. Yeah, I don't ever want to talk about no shit that's like out of bounds of myself.
Right.
The shit I speak on. Yeah, the shit I speak on is me. That's what I love about myself when I try to build on.
I think, and that's something else we've been talking about a lot this year, how so many artists are not true to themselves, how they write and they sing and they rap about so much. It seems like they're talking about other people's lives, things that they haven't experienced, things that they see on TV, fictional stories, things that they know nothing about, and maybe it sounds and will seem so much more realistic, and their listening audience can relate to it so much more if it comes from themselves, if they can just open up and be transparent, come from a place where people can relate, and I think nowadays that's what so much, that's what it's needed more than this mess that's being put out. We talked about that so much this year. It's needed so much more. In what ways has your newer music changed from when you first started?
I'll say that the whole process for me has became a lot. Like I said, it's like almost on autopilot. So once I hear the music, and I connect with a certain track, or I have a certain idea that I can't get out of my head, and I sit down to work on it, like it's my precision. My precision is a lot more precise. Like it doesn't really matter, like what melody I can come up with. Like I could figure out the correct word. It may take me a little bit longer depending on the complication of the melody, or the how many lyrics or syllables I'm trying to put into a rap verse, or whatever the case may be. But I just, like, over time from practicing and putting in hard work and not giving up, not just honing in on my craft, not quitting. Like, I've been able to become really precise with the music that I have. Like, if I hear an instrumental and I have a vision for it, I'm never out of bounds. I'm not gonna say never ever, but for the most part, I'm not gonna not be able to make what I hear in my head. Like, I'm gonna be able to put it down into physical form and manifest it into a song. You know what I'm saying? If somebody else can enjoy it, I feel. And I hope that don't sound too fucking narcissistic. Like, I hope that doesn't sound like.
All right. So what's your latest track?
Oh man, which one? I dropped the whole project, so I dropped the whole project.
Oh crap! All right, so I have. Yeah. Then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter which one I play. All right, so we're gonna jump into this. I got Danger Zone and I got Bet It All. What's your favorite?
That's hard. Go with that. We can go with that. That Danger Zone first.
All right, so instead of all, we're gonna close out with that one. So we're gonna jump into this Danger Zone right now. Now I'm gonna be just as shocked and surprised as the listening audience. When we get brand new music, I don't listen to it. I give it to them the same time as I listen to it. So, guys, brand new to Endie Fiya, brand new to Nakia. You guys let me know what you think. This is Danger Zone.
Mom, buddy.
Uh-oh. I'm lying. I've heard it.
Mom, buddy.
Royale Diamond.com.
Yes.
Mom, body, do we go crazy on?
Mind, body, soul, fucking on the floor. Mind on these goals, but won't let you go. Mind what they say, no, we never don't. They can speculate all day, they could never know. Let them cost a thing, I'ma pay the toll. On the way to see you, yeah, I'm on the road. Need you, what's the reason, I may never know. So much love that it's lethal if I leave. The Danger Zone, married to the set, her name was Nina. Pussy better than ever, plus she's wetter, I call her Aquafina. Devil face emojis when I seen it. On my shoulder, angels and demons, they argue, I'm just in between them. Every view with you feel like the scene. Mystery of my soul, never shown it, but you seen it. They can never know, get too close, then I leave them. So keep this on the low, tight hold on my secrecy. You know that I need it. If I never seen it, out of sight, out of mind, I would've never tried to reach it. Took so many L's, fails just to get it teaching. Some of them was recent, and some of it I'm bleeding. Broken hearted since we started, but constantly used to treat it. In critical condition, is this motherfucker beating? This can't be a rendition, feel like love. Am I tweaking? We already know the sequence, it's gon' kill us if we leave it. Mind, body, soul, fucking on the floor. Mind on these goals, but won't let you go. Mind what they say, no, we never don't. They can speculate all day, they could never know. Let them cost a thing, I'ma pay the toll. On the way to see you, yeah, I'm on the road. Need you, what's the reason, I may never know. So much love that it's lethal if I leave. The Danger Zone.
See, guys, this is what happens when you when you have a guest on the show, right, and you tell them, because everybody knows when you're on the show, once you leave the show, you're family, right? And so you talk to people on a regular basis. So when they drop something new, you always get a snippet of it, or you get it and you hear it when it comes out, right? And you forget that you hear it or you heard it, right? And I forgot that I'd already heard it. I'm sorry, guys. I already heard it, and I already heard it several times, and I already like it. And you know what also sucks, guys? You know what also sucks is that when you already have seen a lot of the nominees, like when you have seen the nominees already, and then you have to possibly add or subtract names to the list. Gosh, the male hip hop is always the worst list every year, and I'm so glad I don't have nothing to do with it this year. It is left to the listening audience and the fans and the followers and supporters. It's on you guys this year. I'm so glad I don't have anything to do with it. I really am, because that is the worst category every single year. My judges were fighting last year in that category right there. I'm gonna tell you, and it's not gonna be any easier this year, because the guys are like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So it's not gonna be any easier this year, really. So that was Danger Zone. What y'all think? Y'all think? Look, I got people over here in the background. I got 3 judges right now. You got a 10, you got a 9.5, and you got a 10. Y'all so silly. I think they like Danger Zone. They like Danger Zone. So what was the creative process with Danger Zone? So you just dropped the project. I think I knew that. All right, so let's talk about the project. I knew that. Let's talk about the project really quickly before we get into the final track.
Okay, for sure. Pressure Make Diamonds. This project has been in development for about 2 years.
You knew that. Nakia feels so crazy tonight. Sorry. Yes, you knew all about the new project. Go ahead. That's another. That's a whole look at there. That's a whole nother whole nother category too. Album of the year. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
Album of the year. And I'm trying to leave it all of it. No
See, you feel what I'm saying?
nobody.
He knew what he was doing, sliding up there.
No disrespecting nobody. I just want. All right, just a couple. Throw me a couple of. I ain't tripping. No, pressure makes diamonds. Yeah, pressure makes diamonds. That shit is like 2 years. 2 years in the making. It had some older songs on it, but they owe it to me, new to everybody else. So the whole vibe of that shit was just like just songs that I had made that were really dear to me because I made a lot of songs over the past 3-4 years and shit, and I wanted to be able to put out the right song. So it's a 14-track LP, and it's all me. So that's the good thing about it. Like there's no features, so the whole shit it's just a vibe, and it got some great songs on it. I think pretty much anybody can find 2 or 3 songs on that shit that they can throw on their playlist and rock to. And that shit on RoyaleDiamond.com, RoyaleDiamond.com. And there's some visuals on there too of the project. And I'm working on more visuals to, communicate the music, the artistic vision of the music a little bit better. The song's good, but I think once I make the visuals, the rest of the visuals, the whole album will really come into perspective for everybody else. You feel me? But that's Pressure Makes Diamonds now on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora Radio, Apple Music, Google Play. Go download it, buy it, whatever, stream it. And hit me up at Royale Diamond. Anybody, let me know what you feel about it. Like, I love feedback. And if you got a favorite song, anything, like, fuck with me. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect with good people that like this music I'm putting out. It's my goal, all 2020, 2021.
All right. Well, since you are already giving out your contact information, go ahead and continue dropping what you got, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your social media handles are. Go ahead and give those or give that social media information now. For whatever reason, anyone may need to get in contact with you. The floor is yours to get that out now, and we're going to end the show with the last track.
Okay. Yeah. At Royale Diamond, at RoyaleDiamond on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, www.facebook.com/Royale Diamond Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora Radio, Royale Diamond, 2 words. And you can find all that shit real easy if you just go to RoyaleDiamond.com. It's all on the first page. Just click the tab and connect with a nigga. But however you want to do it, just connect with me. Like, if you fucking with the music, definitely connect. Lock in. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of new shit coming up at the end of the year, first of the year. So I'm gonna need some good ears. Some good ears to judge it for me. Let me know if it's hidden.
Well, we always got you over here. I think you got a new fan over there, Siobhan. She's going to be a stalker. I think she's been liking the music, but she didn't know who you was, apparently. Crazy. I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, shout out to your mother.
Yes.
I don't talk to her as much as we used to. Seems like I fell off talking to everybody because, I got people who do stuff now. But yes, definitely shout out to all of Royale Diamond. Diamond My Entertainment. Yes, shout out Diamond My Entertainment. Yes, but I want to say happy holidays to everyone. Again, last show. You can catch us here Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. New show drops. The new show did drop this past Monday. If you didn't catch it, tune in this coming Monday, and you'll be able to tune in again with our new host, new show, Monday Morning Motivation. All right? until next Monday, guys, this right here. Now, give me the correct title for this song, Bet It All. Is it Bet It All or is it Manager?
It's Manager. Manager. That's the correct title of it.
All right, Manager.
The
now, I know I haven't heard this. I know I haven't, but I for some reason I feel like I have. Because Bet It All seems to resonate for some reason. So watch the beat drop. Watch me go. Yeah.
You always missing your listeners.
Watch. Y'all watch.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, and be on the lookout. All of the nominees will have all the links for you to be able to vote for your favorites in each of the respective categories. Again, as we mentioned previously, there are some categories that will not be listed. For instance, best interview. No one can judge the best interview like myself because no one has been here for all the interviews this past year but myself. So no one would be able to judge that interview but myself. So, there's about 3 categories that only I would be able to judge. But again, just be on the lookout. Each of the nominees will have the link for you to be able to vote. And again, those will be out next week. All right. Happy holidays, guys. And enjoy the rest of your evening. This right here is Manager. Let's see if I've heard it.
Slow.
Thanks, baby.
Put this bitch on airplane mode.
Motherfucking pot. No bitch.
Royale Diamond.
Bet it all, better off. I got a shot, got a blast. I'ma let it off, set it off. Me and 4 vibes. Me and the right getting high. Slide it on focus like Adderall. In my city, shit is really the saddest. All niggas pussy know I really can't dap you up. I gotta stand at the uphold and manage up. You ain't the boss, let me talk to your manager. This shit I'm backing up. It fill up my calendar. Turn on my stamina. Set out the animal. Promise I damage it. Had enough, made up my mind to subtract them and add it up. Added, she back it up. Give it a dick, now she acting up. My price is jacking up. Inflate vernacular. Hate it, I stack it up. Hate it, I stack it up. Yeah. Bet it all, better off. I got a shot, got a blast. I'ma let it off, set it off. Me and 4 vibes. Me and the right getting high. Slide it on focus like Adderall. In my city, shit is really the saddest. All niggas pussy know I really can't dap you up. I gotta stand at the uphold and manage up. You ain't the boss, let me talk to your man. She thinking she bad as fuck. I call like my get it, that's how I like it. I beat it like Tyson, swinging in the 90s and Tyson. No pillow talking, only pillow fighting. I pass the thoughts to a guy to a titan. Bitch, I'm a dog, but she liking the liking. I went somewhere far and I'm 5 deep inside it. I got a dip on 11 to pockets. Running my private, so fuck on me proper. Took a little bit, but I knew I would prosper. She know that I'm big, got her calling me Papa. I went through this shit, it only made me stronger. Don't know your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see someone's might be my baby mama. She fuck on me proper, we fuck up some commas. Never giving up, cause no one can stop us. Hey, bet it all, better off. I got a shot, got a blast, I'ma let it off, set it off. Me and 4 vibes, me and the right getting high. Slide it on focus like Adderall. In my city, shit is really the saddest. All niggas filthy, know I really can't dap you up. I gotta stand at the uphold and manage up. You ain't the boss, let me talk to your manager. Running my private, so fuck on me proper. Took a little bit, but I knew I would prosper. She know that I'm big, got her calling me Papa. I went through this shit, it only made me stronger. Running my private, so fuck on me proper. Took a little bit, but I knew I would prosper. She know that I'm big, got her calling me Papa. I went through this shit, it only made me stronger. Got on your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see someone's might be my baby mama. She fuck on me proper, we fuck up some commas. Never giving up, cause no one can. Bet it all, better off. I got a shot, got a blast, I'ma let it off, set it off. Me and 4 vibes, me and the right getting high. Slide it on focus like Adderall. In my city, shit is really the saddest. All niggas filthy, know I really can't dap you up. I gotta stand at the uphold and manage up. You ain't the boss, let me talk to your manager.
Yeah, boss to me. Talk to your manager. You guys have a good night.